Hi, this is Jamie Magridge coming to you from my craft table. Today I want to show how I came up with making these little action wobbles or pop-up things for your cards. My girlfriends had come over a few weeks ago and we were doing a card, just a gathering for the weekend, making cards, and one of them had asked if I knew how to do like a pop-up thing. And so I had to try to figure it out, because at that point I didn't. This was the first one I figured out, and while it will pop up, it'll pop off the top of the card, it doesn't really wiggle. I don't have any of the action wobbler things, but I did figure out how to create one. So let's get started. Let me start with the paper one. What I did was take a strip of paper and I scored it every ½ inch, and then you're just going to fold them accordion fold, and these are 4 inches long, but they can be any length you want them to be. Just keep in mind, if they're too thick, you're not going to be able to mail it. Okay, so I folded both of them, and then I laid one on top of the other and folded up and glued that bottom piece overlapping. So let's do that. Come on, Combo. I was using you earlier. Come on out. Glue those ones overlapping. Then you're going to fold one, fold the other, fold one, fold the other, till you get the desired thickness that you'd like. Okay, then you're going to add more glue there. Let's see if I can find one that actually is going to work. Okay, and then you're going to snip off what's remaining. Okay, so then you have a flat edge to glue to your card, flat edge to glue to your item, and it springs. See how it springs? So you'll mount it on the card, and when you close the card, when you open it, it'll spring up. But that's got a little bit of thickness to it, so it might make it difficult to mail. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, so then I said, well, let's see if I can figure out how to do one that's more like the action wobbler. So the first ones I came up with were, I used 1-inch circles, and it works really well. It does the wiggle, but it was a little bit too big to go behind my things. It showed, and I didn't like that. So then I went to the 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch circle. So I punched 4 circles. 2 of them I pierced holes in. I just took this little foam, just a little foam square. I stuck it in the center of one of my washi tapes, and I stand my paper piercing tool in it. So then I just put my circle on there, took my paper piercing tool and poked a hole in the center. That's how I got my holes in the center. So I've got 4 3/4 inch circle punches. I have a pencil. This happens to be one from Home Depot, so it's a little bit thicker, a little less likely to lose. I've got some 26 gauge wire. Just happens to be wire I had in my stash. I think you could use any wire at all. And I just wrapped it around the pencil about 5 or 6 times. Okay. Then I took my wire snips and snipped it. You could use scissors if you have scissors, that'll cut it. Just didn't want to ruin my paper snips. Pull it off the pencil. That's your spring part. The tighter you push them together, or the tighter you wind them together, the better off, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, you're going to thread on one of those circles with the hole in it. Then you're going to want to bend that top wire here, this one, so that your spring is in the center of your card. Of that circle, I mean. You just want to bend this piece that goes through there so that your spring, can you see what I'm doing? I don't know if you can. See how that center piece that I put through, I just bent it just a little bit. And we're going to turn this piece over, fold that onto the, so it's on the card. And then I've got a piece of tear and tape. I just cut a couple pieces prior so I could do it. Tape that over the top of that piece of wire that's sticking out on the other side. Okay. Then we're going to do the other side. Same thing. We're going to take the wire, insert it into the hole. Make sure there's a little bit going through on this side. Fold it so that it's on the circle. Make sure it's centered in the middle of our circle. And put another piece of tear and tape right over the top of that wire to hold it in place. Okay, you can adjust it a little bit. Okay, now we're going to take the backs off of this tear and tape. Just make sure it's stuck on there good. I recommend doing one side at a time. Add a little glue. And one of your other circles that doesn't have the hole in it. Sandwich that together. Make sure it sticks well all the way around. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to make sure that tape is stuck down good. Take the back off. Add some glue. Add our paper on the top. Let's pinch them together until glue adheres. There we go. There we have our little action wobble. So, oops. See how it will jiggle and wiggle. So I just took one and adhered it to the back of one of the Hoppy Frogs. I cut the bicycle off, the unicycle off the bottom of it, so I can create a card with it. Isn't that cute? It's not difficult, just a little fiddly trying to figure out to get that spring in the center of your circle. You could use a square or any shape you want. I just chose the circles because it was easy to punch out. Well, there you go. Have a great rest of your day. I look forward to seeing you at my craft table again soon.